Hey, it's Kane back with week 3 of the RDL VGC Draft League. This week we are going against Boy and the Shasta Shuckles. So I have his team up right here. Me and NC were planning for this. We expect him to bring Thunderous, Necrozma Dustmane, Heatran, Pheromosa, Hitmontop, and a Rangaroo. And then potentially he might bring Cinderace in the back as a powerful mon. What we think he's going to do is he has like 3 leads. Necrozma Dustmane is like always one of the leads. So for example, is Necrozma Dustmane and Thunderous, where he wants to be either Brutal Swinging with Thunderous to activate Weakness Policy, or he could T-Wave my Mons in order to cripple them, and then set up Steel Spikes, and then activate his proc for his Policy. So that's one lead we were thinking of that he might bring. He might bring Necrozma Dustmane and Pheromosa, which Pheromosa can use Fling or Coaching on Dustmane to proc Policy or to up its attack and defense, and then we have to deal with that. And his other lead that we thought of was Necrozma Dustmane and a Rangaroo. He potentially would want to get a Trick Room here, because he's a very slow team besides a few mons here, like Pheromosa, Coco, Cinderace are all pretty fast, and like Exogor too, but his main core of like Necrozma Dustmane, Heatran, Hitmontop are just pretty slow, so he might want to get up Trick Room if he wants to utilize these two here more often, Dustmane and Heatran. If he does want to do Trick Room with a Rangaroo, then he might sash it, so that's one thing we can look forward to. Pheromosa we think will be a Custap Berry for Fling, for Necrozma Dustmane. Thundurus will probably be a Mental Herb to stop taunts. But yeah, so let's get on to our team. So right here, we're finally using the strategy of Solgaleo and Spectrier with the Bulldoze weakness policy. So right now, Solgaleo and Spectrier are the main 2 leads. So for these two, we expect... Our plan going into this is, no matter what, turn 1, have Solgaleo max and max Steel Spike the partnermon that's not Dustmane. So if it's Thunderous, we max Steel Spike the Thunderous. If it's Pheromosa, we Steel Spike the Pheromosa, and so on. What we want to do is get the defense proc up first before we do anything else, because dealing with the other Dustmane without having a defensive proc on our mons can be a bit of a pain. And for example, Spectre dies without the defensive boost. So if we do get this defensive proc first, and then we have the Spectrier use Will-O-Wisp on the Dustmane, we pretty much can cripple the Dustmane. Because the max Steel Spike, for example, it kills Pheromosa and it kills a Rangaroo in 1 hit. It's, I think, a 2-hit or 3-hit KO for Thunderous. But if it's Pheromosa, we max Steel Spike it, kill it, get our defensive boost, cripple the Dustmane, and then we can go on from there, because then he won't have weakness policy up. If he does get weakness policy up, it's still burned, and we do have a +1 in our defense, so we should be able to live any max Steel Spike or max Quake that he throws. So let's just go through the best team. We have Darmanitan here. I just wanted another decently fast, very strong fire type to deal with Duskmane if we aren't able to kill it with Necrozma and with Solgaleo and Spectrier. I wanted a really strong fire type mon that I could Flare Blitz if I needed to. Sheer Force Life Orb makes Flare Blitz insanely strong. I kind of need the strength to get through the Prism Armor bulk that is the Necrozma Dustmane. Earthquake, obviously, to deal with Dustmane and Heatran. I'm probably going to have to pop his balloon for Heatran, because I'm pretty sure he's going to run Air Balloon on it. Brick Break to pop that Air Balloon and not have to deal with anything else. Because if he's Air Balloon and Flash Fire, then Flare Blitz Earthquake literally does nothing. And I needed another move that could actually hit him to make sure I can break the balloon first. So, pretty standard, very strong, just meant to kill Dustmane. If it has like 40% HP, it kills it. And it can come in and then deal with Heatran and other mons. Lopunny, this is another answer to the Necrozma Dustmane. If something goes wrong in our original plan, then I can lead this and Solgaleo, and have Solgaleo do the same thing with the Steel Spikes. Or actually, never mind, my bad, I was wrong. For Lopunny, the lead is Darm Lopunny. So we do Lopunny, we switch through the eject button onto Necrozma Dustmane, and then max Flare the Dustmane to set up Sun, so my Flares do more damage, as well as proc the policy of the Dustmane, or take the policy of the Dustmane, and then waste its Dynamax and force it to switch out. and then I can deal with the rest of the team from there. Dharma's really strong. The only issue is that it doesn't live a Max Quake from a Solgaleo, or not from Solgaleo, from the Necrozma Dustmane, so we do need to just make sure the Dustmane is not on the field when Dharm's out, which the eject button lets us do. The only issue with the switcheroo strategy is Thunderous is there. Thunderous can prankster taunt the low punny, and if he prankster taunts the low punny, then we literally do not get our switcheroo off, and then we just give the Solgaleo or the Necrozma Dustmane weakness policy proc, kills our Darmanitan, and then we can't do anything about it, and we pretty much lose from there. So it's pretty much only if they run, what's it called, the Thunderous. If they run Thunderous, I would have to max guard and switch out low punny pretty much. Tapu Fini. So this mod will probably be brought in the back with Darmanitan in our original lead of Solgaleo Spectre. So I'll bring Solgaleo Spectre in the back Darmanitan Fini. I need Fini because Fini deals with Hitmontop, it deals with Pheromosa, it deals with Heatran. The only mons it doesn't really deal with well are Thunderous. It also counters Cinderace a bit. It doesn't do well with Thunderous, obviously. And then Necrozma Dustmane, a Max Steel Spike, I think with Policy Proc does kill this thing. But I do have a chance. I do live a normal hit if he's not fully procced, or if he's burned, I do live. I can, if I don't get the burn off with Will-O-Wisp and I miss for some reason, I can bring in Tapu Fini, go for a Scald, and try to go for the burn with Scald. Moonblast to deal with the fighting types, as well as actually it's pretty much just there for the fighting types, and the potential Dragonite if he does bring it. Protect obviously, Heal Pulse if I want to make. So if it comes down to Solgaleo still on the field with a +1 or +2 from Steel Spikes and his Policy Proc, I can bring in Tapu Fini and just Heal Pulse my Solgaleo like crazy and just let it keep building up and then just let it farm the rest of the team. So yeah, mostly defensive with HP. A little bit of special attack because I do need to be able to 2-hit Oko the Heatran if needed. So that's that. Then the final one is Marowak. This was NC's idea. So if he does want to lead Thunderous, then we can have Marowak in the back for a Lightning Rod to stop the T-Waves. What the? I don't know why that's on there, but one sec. But yeah, so we can Lightning Rod the T-Waves. We can deal with that. We can pretty much shut down the Thunderous, what he wants to do if we want to bring this one in. Boomerang Oko's Heatran if it doesn't have the balloon. Boomerang also does like 40-ish percent, 45% to a max Necrozma Dustmane, which is really good damage honestly if we need it. I made sure to underspeed it to make sure that it had so that if he does get Trick Room up, then we can deal with it better. And if he doesn't have Trick Room up, it's not a big deal. He lives a couple hits, or he lives like one hit and can from Dustmane and can kill it back pretty much. Thick Club, obviously we want the damage. Brick Break for coverage, as well as to break the air balloon on Heatran if we need. Again, Rock Slide also there, but that can also deal with Thunderous, etc. So that's the plan. So it's pretty much just Solgaleo Spectre as the lead, Darm Fini in the back for the game 1. If he wants to deal with Thunderous, then I can bring Marowak. The game plan, we have a game plan for each one of his leads. If it's Thunderous and Necrozma Dustmane game 1 and he does not know I carry Will-O-Wisp on my Spectre, game 1 I Will-O-Wisp the Necrozma Dustmane and I max Steel Spike the Thunderous so that I cripple the offensive power of Dustmane, and then I can get a defensive proc with Steel Spike on the Thunderous, and then turn 2 we just double the Thunderous and get it out of there, so because we don't want to deal with T-Waves on Solgaleo because that can cripple Solgaleo and potentially kill us before we're able to kill him. So that's the plan if it's Thunderous Necrozma game 1. If he knows we have Will-O-Wisp game 2 or something, what we do is we simply just double the Thunderous slot, kill it. Actually, wait, no. I put Mental Herb on here, so we don't have to deal with that. Never mind, you're right. So no matter what, if he tries to taunt Spectre, we do have a Mental Herb, and we get through one taunt. If we miss the Will-O-Wisp, it is very dangerous, and we're in a very bad spot. But I kind of have to rely on the Will-O-Wisp, because crippling that Dustmane is very important. If he leads Pheromosa Necrozma Dustmane, we Steel Spike the Pheromosa, kill the Pheromosa, and then we Will-O-Wisp the Dustmane, and cripple that. If he leads the Necrozma Duskling and Oranguru, we do not want Trick Room up. That kind of means an automatic loss for us. So what we do is we double the Oranguru, because if it's sashed and we let it get up Trick Room, and then we let it get the Brutal Swing and have the Brutal Swing, have the Weakness Policy proc, and we're in Trick Room, I'm pretty sure we just lose. So we have to double Oranguru in this situation. A lot of our mons can deal with Shedinja if he does bring Shedinja. You know, Crunch, Shadow Ball, Flare Blitz. Lopunny's the only mon that can't deal with it. Lopunny and Tapu Fini. And the rest can. So, that's not a problem. I don't think it brings Zamazenta, Uxie. If he brings Blastoise, we might be in a bit of danger. That could be an issue. But I don't think he'll bring Blastoise. Tangrowth, we found we have, if he brings Tangrowth, we have Darmanitan that we can deal with. If he brings Dragonite, again, Fini kind of walls that pretty hard. Excelgor, we kind of beat. Zamazenta, we can deal with and beat pretty easily. And Tapu Koko, we also pretty bad, so. I think we have a good chance of winning this. This is definitely our hardest, one of our two hardest matchups. Our other hard matchup is like week 6 of this season. So, boys team definitely has a good matchup versus us, but I do think we have a good plan to be able to beat them. So, we'll be playing later tonight. So, I will be back when we start the game. All right, we're here with the match versus boy. So let's see here, we got a team right. Yep, accept. Let me just put this in the live battles. Okay, put this in the live. Alright. Looks like, I want to watch. Alright, so here we go. So he brought a team, actually I kind of expected this. There's no Cinderace. Let me check what he had. He didn't bring Cinderace. He didn't bring him on top, that can be good. No Shedinja. No Tangrowth. He did bring Pheromone. Yeah, he brought everything we expected except for I expected Uxie to be Cinderace or Hitmontop. So we're gonna lead the normal, these two, and have Darm and Tapu Fini in the back. Solgaleo, Oranguru. Alright. Max Steel Spike, the Oranguru. Dark Pulse, the Oranguru, right? Hold on. Max Steel Spike, the Oranguru. And then Dark Pulse, the Oranguru. Alright, that win is planned. Okay, this is good. We're gonna Max Steel Spike the Pheromosa. And Will-O-Wisp the... Right, yeah. Max Steel Spike the Pheromosa, Will-O-Wisp you. Good. Ah, flinch. That's unfortunate. But we're building up defense, which is good. So we Max Steel Spike you, and then we Will-O-Wisp you. And Will-O-Wisp missed. That's super depressing. What do I want to do here? I'm gonna go him. And then we're going to... Do I want to double protect here? Or do I just want to get rid of Tornadus? I'm gonna go for the Tornadus and then protect with you. That's fine. I kill you. I protect with you. And then I flare blitz with you. That's fine. Then we go you. Then we crunch. I think we just... So he's got +2 special defense. Does this kill? Hold on. Let me check. Damage calc. Necrozma. Duskwing. +2 special defense. Skull does not kill. Do I go for it or do I heal pulse? I have ×2 but no, I'll be fine. Because if, yeah. Crunch on you, and then we scald. And if... What's his name? I think we win here no matter what. Unless... Oh, I'm slower actually, so... This should... Oh, okay, never mind, it did kill. Cool. Alright, so that's game 1. Alright. GG. One more, we're up 1-0. Rematch. Boy. Let me make sure everything's still recording. Yeah, okay, it's still recording. Challenge. Alright, we're up 1-0. I'm going to lead the same. Same in the back. Let me check. Oh wait, no, I'm slower than Pheromosa anyways, so. Interesting lead. So what if I just max Steel Spike you, and then... Let me make sure. Max Steel Spike the Pheromosa to kill it. And then bulldoze here. It's gonna make me flinch, and that's fine. I get rid of the Pheromosa. I get a defensive boost. That's fine. I bring in you. max quick you. And then I protect with you. Actually. Maintain Earthquake does not kill, really? Okay, so I'm gonna max Quake the Heatran. And then I think I'm gonna protect with you, just to be safe right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna max Quake again the Heatran. And then Flare Blitz you. Crunch the Uxie. And then if you crunch the Uxie, kill the Uxie, and then we. Did I protect with you? Do I brick break the Heatran or do I protect? I brick break the Heatran. That's fine. Crunch the Uxie. Oh, wait. He messed up. I crunch the Uxie. And I brick break the Heatran. I should live this. Yeah, good damage. And then this should kill. Oh, it didn't? That's unfortunate. Crunch the Uxie. How much did Brick Break do? 31, but it'll do more now. Okay. Okay, so actually I'm gonna double the Heatran here if we're able to do damage. That's good. That's fine. Did we bring in Tapu Fini? And we Brick Break did 32, really? 32%? Oh, he messed that's really sad. He messed up. Skill Swap doesn't work on Dynamax. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna double the Heat Train here. That's fine. Now he's back to normal. Then I Scald the Heatran. That should still kill. And then we Moonblast the Uxie. Oh, I've seen this whole moveset. I win, pretty much. So that's another 2-0 win. Oh my god. Alright, well, that's it. So that definitely didn't go as expected. I'm surprised he didn't bring Necrozma on the back, but it actually helped him a lot not to bring Necrozma. I definitely expected him to bring Cinderace or Hitmontop for Fake Out, as well as very powerful Mons and Sun. Because if you want to put up Sun with Heatran, you could. I could do it with Darm, etc. So I definitely expected those two. The Uxie definitely didn't expect. Unfortunate that he didn't know Skill Swap doesn't work if you Protect or if he goes for a Dynamax. That's unfortunate, but because he wanted to give Heatran Levitate. But that kind of sucks. But he didn't use Weakness Policy. I mean, he probably had Weakness Policy on it, but he didn't use it to do it. He got rid of my Spectrier. He pretty much stopped me from burning his Necrozma Dustmane at all, which was my main plan, which was depressing. Good on him for recognizing that, but man, he didn't want me getting off my policy up, so that's why he went for my Spectrier. But I never wanted to have policy up in the first place for myself. I was expecting him to proc my policy for me, so what he did wasn't exactly what he was expecting, but it still definitely beat out my strategy that I wanted to do. So, well, that's GG's for week 3. We are now 3-0 with 6-0 in the games. We've won 3 sets and have not lost a single game yet in any set. Next week we play versus the Coastal Colossals, which is, I think, coached by if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Coastal Colossals. Yeah, the coach is So his team is. Let me look this up real quick. His team is the Colossal Urshifu core with Landorus, T, Galarian, Moltres, Zekrom, Serena, Alolan Ninetales, Riolu, Blacephalon, the Shuckles, Chansey core, Comfey, Ferrothorn, and Meowstic. So that'll be an interesting matchup to play against. But that's it for this week. I will see you all next week versus and the Coastal Colossals.